So I would imagine that a lot of people in here like to watch sports, professional sports, football, soccer, basketball, baseball. It's really popular, and it's a good source of entertainment. But also, I would imagine that not a lot of people in here like to support cheaters. No one likes, working hard for something and then someone takes the easy way out to get advantage over you. So the topic of my speech is about steroids and how every day in the world athletes use like performance-enhancing drugs to gain edge over their competition. So my credibility is I've played sports all my life since second grade. Every sport: soccer, basketball, baseball, and then football now. So it's taught me a lot about competing and some of the limits that athletes will go to win, because everyone's so competitive. And also with that comes a lot of years of training and working out and knowledge of how the body works. So some of the main points I'll be talking about is what exactly are steroids, the effect it has on the body, and how it ruins the integrity in sports. So basically, steroids are a synthetic compound that's either taken through injection or tablets, and it helps aid in hypertrophy, which is just basically building muscle. And so the reason why people take it is it helps you build lean muscle mass at a really accelerated rate of time, and it also helps you recover faster, which allows you to train more and train harder, as well as increase your energy. In addition to this, users of it will lose body fat and synthesize protein. So when you eat, you keep all the clean, and it helps you get muscle gains very efficiently compared to someone who doesn't do it. And so despite that seeming as a good reason to start using performance-enhancing drugs, the negatives of it really do outweigh any positives that you get. So users of steroids will face short-term as well as long-term effects. The short-term problems are noticeable, but they're not as severe as those of the long-term. So most users expect to receive increased acne, excessive hair growth. You also have an increased risk of cancer, liver and heart disease. Your bad cholesterol will rise. You get high blood pressure, and also sleep apnea is very common. And over a long period of time, these effects basically become irreversible, and they just get worse and more serious. So some permanent changes can be stunted growth, abnormal sexual development, and even, in some cases, infertility, so you can't have children. Although the side effects of this drug carry more consequences than what it is worth and it's stupid to use it, athletes will still continue to abuse it. So no one in the world likes to support cheating because it's just wrong. I mean, if everyone's working hard for something, why should they take a shortcut and end up better? And then even worse than that is being accused of cheating, because then it just gives you just a negative image. So professional sports, they're basically the most competitive arena. Those who are willing to play it, their job is to use their bodies. They put it on the line every single day. And with that constant pressure to win, it'll push some people to just do whatever it takes, whether they're encouraged to use it or it's just their own choice to abuse performance-enhancing drugs. And then that pressure, combined with the competitive nature of athletes, will fuel that desire, and then unfortunately it leads to the abuse of steroids. And then besides just that, it also will derive the integrity of players as well as their own personal health. So it takes away from having a great career or ruining your public image. But there's a couple players, Mark McGwire, Alex Rodriguez, Jose Canseco, Roger Clemens, and Barry Bonds. Those are all baseball players. They've had their legacies tainted from the use of drugs, and they were either denied from the Hall of Fame or they lost their personal records that they'd set before. And more seriously, there was a WWE wrestler, his name is Chris Benoit, and he killed his whole family and himself due to a treatment program that he took that was, how do I say this? He had to go to the treatment program because of his steroid abuse, and then it drove him to kind of lost it a little bit. So to end my speech, I discussed the overall effects of steroids, how it affects professional sports, and that also that what steroids are, what it does, how it aids in recovery and muscle mass. And then my last statement I want to say is no matter how hard or distant your goals seem to reach, the way to get there is not by cheating. Putting in hard work to get there is much more rewarding than taking a shortcut there. And